welcome back to All the Nephiness. It is Neftali here, and I am back with another 12 by 12 process video for Emma's Paperie. And this one was for the September color challenge, I believe, if I am correct. And I'm using the super cute collection of what is it? Heart of Home by Jen Hadfield. And this is for Pebbles, yes. And I bought a bunch of papers. I loved the collection. It was very much a fall collection with lots of florals and lots of greenery, but at the same time, there was so much pink in it, and I absolutely loved it. And I'm just kind of flipping through the things I have here that I might possibly use. Basically, my inspiration for this layout were the 2 by 2 little squares you see there on the left hand side. And these little squares, they all had different sentiments, but I really liked the ones that I picked because they were, like, the sayings on there were very, very nice. It's very much a family oriented type of collection, and I loved it. You guys should definitely check it out. I do have the full unboxing for September supplies for Emma's Paperie on my channel now, so you guys can check that out to, take a closer look at everything that I grabbed, but because that's where I share it more in depth than just flipping through it here. And so I just felt very inspired to create something with those 2 by 2 squares because they're just super cute. So I grabbed a photo of myself, as I usually and normally do. And I decided that I was going to create sort of a grid type of layout. And this is what I'm doing here. I'm just setting it up. I'm going to add the strips at the top and the bottom. And they're two different kinds of strips, but they're part of the collection, so they just go really well. And then I'm adding the 2 by 2 squares, 3 at the top above my photo in the center, and then 3 at the bottom, as you can see here. I went ahead and stitched through everything, which was very relaxing. I actually really enjoyed it because I had to be very careful to not let my machine eat up my paper. So it was fun to, get in there and say, hey, I'm going to stitch very nice and slow. And so I stitched all the little squares, as you can see here. I'm just going around and lifting up the edges to add a little bit of texture there. I love doing that, and it just really made those little squares pop up way more. And then I did also stitch the top and bottom little borders that I added there. And again, I'm adding a little bit of texture to those. I love that bottom one. It's a really cute, like, twigs arrow. It's super cute. And then this top one is polka dots, black and white. So there we go. I'm not going to add any splatters at all. I'm not even going to back my photo. I just really want this simple, fresh look to the layout, and I feel like I really did achieve it. Sometimes I feel like at the beginning of the month when I'm using my new supplies for Emma's, I'm sort of just in a creative way kind of feel a little intimidated to get started with new supplies. So most of my first layouts that I create for Emma's are usually simple and, I don't want to call them basic, but I don't go in like with mixed media and do this crazy extravagant stuff for the most part, unless I have like a very specific idea of what I want to make. And so, like I said, this one itself is very simple. I'm not adding anything behind my photo. And then these little like twig things here, which I'm popping up with some tiny itty bitty pop dots. This is actually from a Maggie Holmes collection, and now I'm trying to think which one. It was the spring one. So it's not Gather. I can't remember, guys, but I'm sure you guys know. And all I did was trim those little twigs that come in the paper pattern, and I just love the way that looked coming out of my photo. It went really well with the black and white polka dots from the top border there. and then it also just matched really well with the florals and you know, all the greenery that's included in the Jen Hadfield collection. And I'm bringing in the 6x12 sticker sheet here and adding some more of that floral goodness. And I'm just trying to find where I can add those little twigs here and there. And I personally just loved the look of uh, just kind of how I created this layout. I wasn't sure if it was going to look fine. So I was a little nervous about it because I'm having, you know, different titles. I feel like they're kind of different titles, each little squares, but I made sure that each center square didn't have any words. So that's why there's flowers at the top and then simple butterfly at the bottom. And then the top left one says thankful, grateful, and blessed. Then we have that floral in the center. And then the top right square says mother, which I love. I love it so much. Then the bottom left hand one says take heart. And that one actually ends up being the title of this layout. That was just one of my favorite ones there. And I just felt it was a good way to title my page, considering my photo where it's just me. And then besides that, I have that butterfly one, like I mentioned. And then on the right hand, the bottom right hand side, I have the one little square that says plant your roots. So I feel like more than anything, this layout was really based on the words and the sayings that I used. More than the decorations that I used. I just loved it. And so I think this is it. I really was not joking when I said that it's very nice and simple. And I'm showing you guys a little bit of close-ups here. I didn't add much, as you can see here. And so I did enjoy it. I really did love it. I hope you guys did as well. Here are all the close-ups for you guys. And if you guys have any questions at all, I know this was quite a quick video, please leave them down below and I would very gladly answer. So thanks so much for stopping, guys. If you haven't already, please subscribe and I will see you all in my next video. Bye-bye.